welcome back to my channel, and today I have my Best in Beauty monthly favorites for September. So if you would like to see what I have been absolutely loving this month, by all means stay around. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe and tap that notification bell to be notified of more videos. And let's just get into my favorites. Now the first three are all products that are kind of in the same vein, but we have this Pixi Glow Mist, I have this Tarte Ready Set Radiant, and the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist. All three of these have been absolutely amazing. You guys know I have crazy dry skin, and these have just really been helping kind of keep that at bay, refreshing myself. These are all multi-purpose. I use them after I take my makeup off. I use them before I go to bed. This one is so amazing. I am like almost out of him, and I really need like a full size. This one is amazing too. I actually like using this one over my makeup as well to kind of give it that dewy finish. This one has the most amazing scent. It's like lemony, citrusy goodness, and it's just the misters on all of these are amazing. This one is so just like fine and perfect, and I do need another one of these as well. I'm not quite half finished with this, but it is just so amazing. I absolutely love all three of these, and I've been using them non-stop, and I know I'm going to need more because the colder we get, the drier the skin gets. Next is a product that it will actually be its second month in a row that has made it into a favorite, and that is the Milani Conceal Plus Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation. I love this stuff so much, and what I like about it is it is full coverage without clinging to my dry patches and being really nasty and gunky. It just goes on absolutely flawlessly. It is just so amazing. It is definitely a new ultimate favorite cruelty-free foundation. This is so wonderful. Just the coverage that it gives without becoming cakey and gunky and nasty is just absolutely amazing. I love this, and I've been using it non-stop for 2 months straight. Next, I've got some liquid lipsticks. First up is the Jeffree Star and Manny MUA Daddy shade. This lipstick is phenomenal. The formula is like buttery smooth. It goes on perfectly. I love the shade. It is like this. I've been like loving like rosy, mauvey, and like earth tone nudes recently, and this just really hit the mark for me. The formula is phenomenal. I am so sad that this is like a freaking limited edition shade because I need like 50 more of these. I absolutely love this. If I do a really crazy bright eye look, I can slap this on and look so put together. It is just absolutely amazing. I love this shade so much. Goes with everything, and the formula is awesome. Two more liquid lipsticks in sort of the same vein are these from Kat Von D in Lolita 2 and Sanctuary. We have kind of the like orangey, and then the, I don't know, they're nudes. They're pretty, and I'm wearing a other Kat Von D liquid lipstick on my lips today. I just love her formula. They stay all day. I can eat, I can talk, I can do anything I originally would without having to worry about it moving, sliding, transferring. These are just so amazing and long wearing. I wore one of these when I was out with my friend. I believe it was Sanctuary, and I got so many compliments on my lipstick. And let me tell you, I never get compliments on my lipstick because I'm kind of shoddy with the application, but these, it just makes it look so crisp and perfect, and the formula is amazing, and I love these two colors. I think they're going to be great transitioning into fall. They're just so pretty, and I am newly obsessed with the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. Then I have got some eyeshadow palettes here that I have been using. First up is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I must admit, I bought this hat palette, yes, because I love the red tones and everything like that, but also because I am a completionist and I'm like, oh, I need the next installment of the Naked palettes. But this is so pretty. And let me tell you, let's see here, this one, okay, this one, and this one are shimmers, and they are so beautiful. They are just full metallic foiled pressed pigment wonderful goodness. I do honestly think that this is the best installment of the Naked palettes, if for nothing else than the quality, the pigmentation, and the blendability on these shades are just so good. They're absolutely stunning. I love the color selection. I love the amount of mattes to shimmers you get. I believe Urban Decay is finally listening to the masses, because the original Naked palettes had like 2, maybe 3 mattes. So it is definitely a much more versatile palette in terms of that. And I just love the colors. I mean, these beautiful, rich, red, earthy, grungy tones are really what I live for, and they're absolutely stunning. This En Fuego and Ashes Ember right here is just absolutely beautiful. He Devil is really good, and I love the fact that you have kind of a shimmery lighter shade and a matte lighter shade. I think that just makes the palette much more versatile. I do love the quality on this compared to the other Naked palettes. I think this one is a updated formula. Although I do like the other Naked palettes, I still think this one is just so good, and I've been using it so much. I was actually surprised at how much I liked it. Next up is a palette that will probably come as no surprise to you. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Glimmer palette. Words cannot describe how absolutely beautiful this palette is. I love the fact that you have different finishes. This one can be used as a brightening shade on the face. It is just absolutely beautiful. I love these so much. I love this black here. This one I used all over my lid a couple looks back, and it was so good. They are glitters and shimmers and all that, but they blend like her mattes. I mean, Kat Von D's shadow quality is unparalleled, I feel, in the makeup world. She just creates such good, solid products, and I just absolutely love this palette so much. This shade right here, this one right here, and I do love the fact, I know a lot of people were like, oh, well, it looks like she just took some shades from the Shade and Light and turned them, you know, glitter. And I'm like, that's exactly what she did. She took the matte palette and made it shimmer. So I love using this in conjunction with the matte Shade and Light, because it just takes that palette and gives it that extra edge. Despite being all shimmers, the palette is very versatile. They have some like shimmery satin shades that you can use in the crease. I mean, come on, people, be a bit creative and, you know, just, yeah, I love this palette so much. It is absolutely beautiful. I've been using it on its own in conjunction with other palettes. I mean, if I need a lid shade, boom, just straight up, I can use any other palette, and if it doesn't have an appropriate lid shade, we know this is gonna keep me on track. It is just so beautiful. I mean, these three here are like the most perfect lid shades ever. I just think she knocked it out of the park with this one. It is just so beautiful. All right, we got to talk about some highlighter because it is my channel, and we're going to be talking about two today, and they are two from the new Wet n Wild Mega Glow. They are two of the new colors specifically. The first one I wanted to talk about is Golden Flower Crown right here. And the reason that I absolutely love this one is because it is a gold, but it is a pale girl friendly gold. It's just warm enough to really bring that light to your cheeks without being like, I have a streak of gold running down my cheek. It is just absolutely beautiful. The formula on these for the what, $4.99, $5.99 they charge is absolutely amazing. I mean, these outperform my Too Faced, those prismatic highlighters. They outperform the Becca Light Chasers. I mean, when you have a highlighter that is freaking like $5, $6 and it outperforms a $30 highlighter, you know they are doing something right. But this one is just such a beautiful color. The fact that it is a gold that works wonderfully on pale complexions, I am absolutely loving it. And then we also have the Blossom Glow, which is sort of this like icy I mean, you can just see how reflective it is. It's just this beautiful like icy pink. Once again, works amazing on pale complexions, and it is just so stunning. I think Wet n Wild is really one of the brands that is just continually bringing something to the game, and they are, for a brand that is not only inexpensive, cruelty-free, but they're bringing such unique things to the forefront. These are like colors that you'd expect to see from a higher end brand. They had a purple one in this line. It is just amazing. I have been absolutely loving these, and I highly recommend you checking them out. For the price, they're just good quality. They're not just good inexpensive highlighters, they're just good highlighters overall. Two more eyeshadow palettes. This one is from Morphe, and this is the, I don't know, 25A, and the other one is freaking 25B. I think this is Copper Spice. Anyway, I have been absolutely loving this palette. I have a couple of the normal Morphe 35 palettes, and after using this one, I feel like the quality is just superior on these ones, even though these ones are less expensive. I've just been absolutely loving the pigmentation and the blendability on this palette in particular, and I love all those orange and earthy and warm tone shades. They are just absolutely stunning. I love these two foiled shades right here. They are just so pigmented, bam, in your face. Very reminiscent to the Lorac Unzipped formula shimmer shades, that like really intense pressed pigment. These are just so good. I love this shade. These ones are really nice. I do think that if you are going to get a Morphe palette, to check out these ones. I know they say they're limited edition, but they still have them on the site either by themselves, or you can get them both for like 30 something bucks. I think that the quality of these are superior to the normal Morphe palettes, and I've just been absolutely loving this one. Another Morphe palette that I have been loving, kind of in formula and mostly in practicalities sense. This is the 35B. Now, the Morphe formula is not the end-all, be-all eyeshadow formula. Yes, for the price, and yes, for what you're getting, it is really good, and they do have some really nice shadows. But what I have been loving this one for is the fact that I now have a super bright, fun palette to take with me to do other people's makeup and everything like that. I don't have to worry about taking my Urban Decay Electric palette and it breaking and not being able to replace it, yada, yada, yada. And the shades in here are pretty good. I have used a lot of these reds and oranges, some of the greens and blues. These shimmers are very beautiful. The mattes are fairly good and pigmented. I find that I don't have a trouble blending them out. Oops. I will say that this black and this dark green right here are a little bit on the patchy side, but overall this palette is pretty good, especially for the price that you are paying. And I have loved being able to just have this to throw in my bag and have all the fun, crazy colors and not having to worry about something expensive or hard to replace breaking. I have been enjoying this, and I've been using it a lot for practicing for Halloween tutorials and looks that I'm going to do for you guys. So this one is definitely one that I have been enjoying. Now, last but not least, we've got to talk about not one, but two fails this month, and they are both foundations. The first one is this, let's see here, Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Plus Balance Foundation. Okay, so I have the shade 110 Porcelain. It's this cute little like thing. It's got the color in the middle. You just draw it on your face and then blend it out. No such luck. This just, okay, the coverage it offered was like this much. And then if you wanted to build it up, you'd go in and it would be like, oh, I'm just going to remove the layer of foundation you put on beforehand. Not only that, it must be the shine-free part of it, but it was extremely drying, streaky, patchy, nasty. It aged my skin. I looked like, I don't know, a lot older than I am. And it was just a no-go all around. It's not cruelty-free, so I do not feel bad about not loving this. Didn't like it. Next up, we have this CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I was like, okay, this is new. This is whatever. The shade range, the shade, although it looks a bit dark in the bottle, does actually match me pretty well. However, I kind of like how it looks on my skin, but I only like it from like here up because I was filming and taking pictures for my thumbnails and editing and all that jazz, and I noticed that the days that I used this foundation, I have discolored dark spots right here from my dry skin, and I noticed you could see right through the foundation the dark spots, and I was like, it's not covering enough. And you know, I use a pretty liberal amount. I mean, it's great that it's got SPF. I mean, it's got vitamins and sunscreen and all kinds of wonderful things to it, but it did not cover. I wasn't obsessed with how it looked on my skin on the places that weren't nasty and dry. So this one, I gave it a good go. I must have used it at least 5 times and I just wasn't in love with it. So this one was a fail for me. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. That was my Best in Beauty monthly favorites for September. Let me know what you've been loving this month and what you think of these products. As always, I love hearing from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. And as always, keep it real. Mwah!